T-Rex says, grown man boss is something you gotta deal with. So all of that collaborated, fabricated, it ain't gonna equal up to this real shit. Check it out.
Yo, welcome back, guys. We are officially here with another video. Cassidy's What If official music video. I haven't heard it yet. I'm familiar with Cassidy from the battle rap scene because I watch battle rap. And yeah, Mayhem Music Entertainment. I'm not really too familiar about that label. This is from Cassidy's channel. Cassidy's Bars is Back TV. I know we didn't upload yesterday. It's mostly because I uploaded 2 videos and I was like, let's not do overkill. Some of the videos were doing really nice. And I was getting a lot of feedback from them, particularly the try not to laugh videos, or try not to react videos, I should say. So we're probably going to do a lot more of those just because I enjoy doing them. Y'all enjoy watching it. And I also enjoy doing bar breakdowns and music reactions. So we're just going to change the balance of it a little bit. We're probably just going to do more try not to reacts and specifically like bar for bar breakdowns, because I know some of the songs I have up in there, like, they're not heavy level bars. So I'll try to find like artists specifically that are bar heavy, which is tough to do when you can't listen to the song, right? Because there are a lot of spitters. I didn't know. Oh, he's on R95. I didn't, because like let's say Cassidy, for example, like he's a bar spitter, right? He's a heavy, dense lyricist, but he can make a song that doesn't have dense lyricism in it that I go and I react to, and it's just like, you know what I mean? So it's tough to like try to predict a song that is gonna have bars or not if it doesn't have bars, or if it doesn't have heavy, deep lyricism. I think that Asian doll video I did kind of like highlighted that. Like I wouldn't have expected that level of lyricism from Asian doll, even though it was in short like snippets, nugget kind of form. But she delivered, right? And she also gave the cadency, flowy, melodic kind of feel to it. So we'll see what Cassidy does on this. It's Cassidy's What If. The only other song I know that's titled What If is by 50 Cent, right? Right? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's by 50 Cent off the Get Rich or Die Trying album. Yep. 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 So let's see if it's similar, if it's different, if he made his own. Let's see. Let's see what we got going on here. It's a nice little animation so far. Goat Gang. Goat Gang. Featuring Certified.
Look, what if Aaliyah would've missed the flight? What if some stand-up niggas ain't have to sit for life? What if Left Eye made it back? Even though I write, I set my price and then play the jack. Jack Thriller got one eye, right? The way I rap.
Alright. Out the gate, giving us food for thought, right? I'm not too familiar with the Aaliyah situation, but what if some stand-up niggas didn't have to sit down, basically, in the cell, right? A lot of good folks that we know that have done great for their community, gave back, have to pay for their past crimes, but nobody else holds it against them besides, the authorities, or just didn't do any crimes at all, but have to pay for somebody else's mistake or somebody else lying on them. I've seen numerous cases already, because I did some research not too long, like last year. It was an interesting question. I was in a sapper class, right, and they were like, how many cases are there of women claiming to be raped that were never touched? And it was something like around the 40% range. And out of that 40%, 20, like I think it was like 20 or 17, I should say, percent of men actually got like put away, like did some form of time, where there was jail time or prison time because of those false accusations. So it was like, that's a pretty, like, when you think about that, it's like, well, damn, like, you know, always believe the woman, but you know. So, and then that last bar, I set my price, then played a jack, right? Basically, if you go to a casino, right, usually you don't really set your price. There's an opening bid for the table, and then if somebody raises the bet, they raise the bet. What he's basically saying is, fuck all that. I set the price, and then I play. You know what I mean? Like basically saying he's in control 100% of the time. Doesn't nobody affect him? Nobody's actions, nobody's moves. He does what he needs to do, on his own terms, on his own ground. So, right out the gate, giving us a lot of food for thought here. Okay, run that back. Featuring certified. I wonder who certified is.
Look, what if Aaliyah would've missed the flight? What if some stand-up niggas ain't have to sit for life? What if Left Eye made it back? Even though I write, I set my price and then play the jack. Jack Thriller got one eye, right? The way I rap disgusting. They can't say I'm frontin' when they play it back. What if Superhead never gave a mouth up? And what if 6ix9ine would've kept his mouth shut? What if they just let the niggas in the feds home? Most the dudes I see outside ain't bringing bread home. Cause in Philly we outside, but you should head home. Dudes be little with Uzis giving out headstones. That bar went over a lot of heads. Headphones, fuck air.
But giving out headstones, right? Graves. He has little Uzi murdering niggas. But that headstone that he had in there was like, it looked like the Marvel headstone, did it not? Like, am I crazy? Not sure how that would have tied in. Is he making me overthink the bar, saying that it went over my head? Also, it seems like he's taking a 50 Cent How to Rob kind of approach to like the bars, right? Just name dropping a lot of situations that have happened. One pondering like what if it didn't go that way, but also in his own unique way, kind of just like giving you food for thought. Like 50 Cent did it to garner attention, right? He's doing it and it feels like it's just to give you food for thought to think about, like if these situations didn't go this way, basically how life would have been afterwards, how we as a people probably would have interpreted that afterwards, right? Because for a 6ix9ine situation, what if he doesn't say anything, right? What if he just goes away, does all the time in the world, right? And as a result, somebody else gets hurt, for example, right? What if that happened, right? What if instead of being a self-sacrifice, he doesn't? Then we get this situation where nobody else gets hurt. You know what I mean? Like, it's really difficult to kind of interpret this kind of song just because it could mean so many things, and there are so many different paths that life could go, right? Because let's say 6ix9ine never snitches, right? And then it turns out the feds already had all the information. They were just asking to save him, for him to make it easier, right? So then he doesn't snitch, and then they all get put away anyways. Then it's like, no, coming from this line, right, of thought of what actually happened, looking at that line is like, oh, well, then you should just snitch in the first place, right? So it's kind of a weird way to look at certain situations that he's describing here, but it's also like he's slipping in sort of these little like, because it's an animation, right? So we can watch the bars as he's spinning them. So he's slipping in these little interaction kind of bars where like he also describes the lifestyle that he's lived leading up to now behind these what ifs, right? So he kind of snuck in the fact that he watches people pretty much, as Jid would have put it, they ain't doing shit but they doing shit type of bar, right? Where he sees people not really working but they don't have any money and they're kind of just outside not doing anything, but you know what they're actually doing if they're outside in the street. Where he was specifically, he was on the little see if I can get it to there. He was outside on the little the fire escape. But as a person from the hood, you don't really climb the fire escape to escape fire, right? You climb the fire escape to do something else. So, yeah, okay. You know what? We're just gonna plus play. But yeah, so he's giving us a lot here to kind of digest and think about. Um, Again, about that headstone bar, I'm not sure if it's really going over my head. But we're gonna run it back and we're gonna see if it's going over my head. And then if it's more to be broken down there, I'll try. But I think it's as simple as like a little Uzi gun scheme, putting headstones, but also like a headstone like the jewel, because Lil Uzi had a headstone jewel. You know what I mean? Like, I think it's that simple. But let's see.
And what if 6ix9ine would've kept his mouth shut? What if they just let the niggas in the feds home? Most the dudes I see outside ain't bringing bread home. Cause in Philly we outside, but you should head home. Dudes be little with Uzis giving out headstones. That bar went over a lot of heads. Headphones, fuck earbuds, man, I next day earbud. I bear arms in a squeeze like bear.
I next day Airbud. Like, if you order Bud, I don't know if he owns like some sort of like dispensary of some sort, but basically you can ship Bud, right? The package. You can fuck earbuds, man. I next day Airbud. That's pretty cool. It's pretty funny.
Man, I next day earbud. I bear arms in a squeeze like bear hugs. On God, off the head, I black, no prayer rugs. I seen a fiend drop on his knees and pray for drugs. Bounce, come back and buy an ounce. See what prayer does? What if Sean would've never let that bullet shoot? Or the truck big I shot them was bulletproof? What if they had cheap girl in the streets, then BG and C Murder got an early release? My new whip sick, it make girls Earl in the streets. And I ain't need a cosign from my girl on the lease. What if DMX would've gave a rock arrest? What if Malcolm X rocked the vest and wasn't shot to death? What if Tyler Perry never would've rocked the dress? And Kim K was on the East Coast, not the West. Fuck a trap phone, get a loan by CVS. That'd be ill, like if Bill owned CBS. I fuck rap chicks, actresses, porn stars. I was coming on stars before I had GPS. What if AIDS ain't really cause easy death and eggs ain't take out Prodigy? This prophecy. What if COVID wasn't underage? It was 19 but should be 21 in a couple days. What if the vaccine really just a black screen to cover up the fact that Corona really a tax scheme? What if Martin never had dreams? What if Pac never got rocked with a pipe like he a crack fiend? What if the NHL had a black team? It's a rap if you black behind bars like a rap scheme. What if Whitney ain't take a bath and overdose? Life a bitch, but I like the bitch, I'ma hold her close.
What if it all got took away? Cause I said some shit I shouldn't say, but y'all just look away. What if I fall cause lack of faith? Trying to carry all that weight, how much can I actually take? What if? What if everything changed? What if? What if everything changed? What if? What if everything changed? Cause of lies, now my eyes look at everything strange.
What if John Fifth sat together and they could bring Cuban Links and Joey Crack together, then bring Slaughterhouse back together? What if Drake, Kanye, Nas, and Jay did a track together?
I don't think it's that crazy. I mean, Kanye has a track with Jay. Drake has a track with Jay. Drake and Kanye, I don't think, are beefing anymore, so they can all get on a track with Jay. And who's the last one that he wanted on there?
House back together. What if Drake, Kanye, Nas, and Jay did a track?
Nas. I think Nas and Jay-Z had a track together already, so it's not. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think that's really far-fetched to really put together. I think you wanted something there. But I wanted to pause it because that hook was, I think, certified. And I think he did a phenomenal job on the hook. I don't know anything about him, but he definitely didn't give like this outlandish hook that had nothing to do with the song. I feel like it was written together, like they were both in the studio when the hook was made. And it played really well into the visuals that we're looking at. Still kind of continuing, even though it's a hook, right? Still kind of continuing this what if kind of, I don't want to say conspiracy, but like this what if kind of thought strand. As you will. So it was really, I really liked it personally, and I like how the beat kind of, I don't want to say changed, but it slowed a little bit of tempo down when he started spitting. So that hook, and I wanted to kind of address, let's see if I can find it. Because he's talking about a lot here, right? He's talking about the vaccine. He's talking about pretty much everything that's happened within the last 2 or 3 years from his perspective. Pretty much trying to say, like, if it didn't happen this way, how would we view it now? Like, how would we be there now? And the Kim K situation was pretty funny. I think she should have still made a porn video. I mean, I don't think her location would have changed the outcome. I still think that would have been fine. I don't need a cosign, and she doesn't need for basically his lease. I don't know. I don't remember who needed that or who was put front and center for that in the rap community. I know somebody did get, I don't want to say in trouble, but like it was put on blast basically that he makes all this money, but his girl needed the cosign for the lease because he had like bad credit or something. It was just like, it's like, you have all that money for what then? For at least from my perspective. Getting into it is really just a black screen. What is this?
Bars like a rap scheme. What if Whitney ain't take a bath and overdose? Life a bitch, but I like the bitch. I'ma hold her close.
That was a nice little double, right? Basically saying from the old adage, you know, life's a bitch, But from his perspective, right? If life is a bitch, right? Like a real, you know, woman, he's gonna hold her. If he likes her, so he's gonna keep her close. Same thing with life. He's not gonna give it all away, overdose, suicide, or anything to that nature, just to kind of give up something that he holds precious to him, which is his life, right? So for him, it doesn't matter that life's a bitch because he still holds a lot of value to it, and he's not willing to give up that value, rather than, you know, just go through the hardship, which kind of is a tough bar to kind of say after the Whitney bar or before the Whitney bar, just because again, everybody goes through pain, everybody goes through life and suffering. So while we're glad, you know, that you're not going to do that, still prayers up to the ones that do, and we hope that, you know, you're living a better life up there. I'm not saying that that's what he's saying. I'm just saying, like, to digest that bar right after the Whitney bar, and it's kind of just like, damn, you know, like, poor Whitney, you know. And then he's sitting on the bathtub, which kind of adds to, like, this vivid imagery of, like, how it was, you know, when they first found her. I don't know if you guys were, I don't know who's listening, but if you were alive and you got to see, like, the video of the inside of the house, of where the bathtub was, and all the pill bottles that they had aligned, it was disgusting to see, first and foremost. But secondly, it was just like, it's kind of like this, you know. It's just like, wow, like, dude, definitely gone too soon. Yeah, and then I think that was the only other bar I wanted to touch, and I want to rewind this hook because he killed this hook.
What if it all got took away? Cause I said some shit I shouldn't say, but y'all just look away. What if I fall cause lack of faith? Trying to carry all that weight, how much can I actually take? What if? What if everything changed? What if? What if everything changed? What if? What if everything changed? Cause of lies, now my eyes look at.
Who is that comedian that they keep showing? Who is this guy?
Change cause of lies, now my eyes look at everything strange. What if everything?
Who is that? It looks like Bill Cosby, but it's like, I know it's not. Right?
What if everything?
All right, it won't let me
cause
fucking
of lies, now my eyes look at everything strange.
What if John Fifth sat together and they could bring Cuban Links and Joey Crack together, then bring Slaughterhouse back together? What if Drake, Kanye, Nas, and Jay did a track together? What if all of the checkers closed? What if Love and Hip Hop never shot another episode? What if all the chicks trying to get a man start posting up pics on the gram fully dressed in clothes? Instead of with they ass and they breasts exposed, can all the married men stop having sex with hoes? No. What if Michael Jackson had a better doctor and Nate Robb couldn't dunk the ball but was a better boxer? Balls is back, I'll put that on my 7 chakras. I think I might drink yak tonight instead of vodka. I'd rather learn how to fish than get fed a lobster. I'm full. What if Sammy the Bull was a better mobster? You ever had to spend more than 10 grand for bail, came home and had over 10,000 grams to sell? AR Ab got fans in jail, but what if Dark Low Man ain't never take?
I'm not really liking the second verse. I'm gonna be honest. I was at first, and I thought he was gonna get into some deep shit right after the here, where he starts talking about the woman thing, because it was kind of taking like a Hobson, Illmind Hobson kind of path for me, right? When he's talking about the woman, and then it kind of just, I thought he was gonna continue the scheme, kind of like getting deeper into it, because he continued it. He didn't just what if it. He kind of like, I don't want to say got emotional about it, but like he kind of gave you something really profound. Like, how would you guys view women if they, instead of posting pics on the gram like this, they were in suits and ties, like business attire, like respecting kind of, I want to say themselves, because I don't want to say that this is disrespecting themselves, but if they just stopped altogether just posting eye candy, right? They just went on there and they're like, work today, suit and tie, and just did that for the rest of the time. Like, how would you guys perceive that, view that? How would that have changed websites like OnlyFans and, the porn industry, right? Like, how does that impact that? I'm curious to see, right? Because without the women like this, how do you know what to look for? Right? People would have to become more bold and outgoing, right? It kind of would force a little bit more extrovertism from these companies and these people who want to see this, I feel like. So I think that was I think you touched on something that was really, I don't want to say profound, but like it was really interesting to, if you think about it, like what these women promote for other businesses, right? The affiliate marketing kind of ordeal, like what these women kind of stand for other companies, if they just stopped standing for that, like what would happen to these companies? It would just be like mind-blowing to watch and witness. One day, we'll probably see it one day. And then let's continue from here. I actually want to run that scheme back.
Loving hip hop, never shot another episode. What if all the chicks trying to get a man start posting up pics on the gram, fully dressed in clothes, instead of with they ass and they breasts exposed? Can all the married men stop having sex with hoes? No. What if Michael Jackson had a better doctor and Nate Robb couldn't dunk the ball but was a better boxer? Balls is back, I'll put that on my 7 chakras. I think I might drink yak tonight instead of vodka. I'd rather learn how to fish than get fed a lobster. I'm full. What if Sammy the Bull was a better mobster? You ever had to spend more than 10 grand for bail? Came home and had over 10,000 grams to sell? AR Ab got
Oh, is that his company? Is that why he's saying that like that? Is that why it's in the video? Because it doesn't make sense to me. If unless this is his company, Goat's Breath, the yak and the vodka doesn't make sense to me, and this kind of doesn't make sense to me. But what he said right before this, before the Sammy bar, was tough. We're gonna run it back to right there. Oh yeah, okay. I'd rather learn to fish than get fed a lobster, right? I'd rather learn how to go get it on my own than have somebody bring it to me, and I never know how to do it myself, right? Because God forbid that person stops being in my life, or God forbid that person, drops dead, basically. I wouldn't know how to feed myself, right? So he'd rather learn how to feed himself rather than it just be handed to him on a silver platter, seasoned already and everything. I thought that was a tough line, and then it just kind of.
I'm full. What if Sammy the Bull was a better mobster? You ever had to spend more than 10 grand for bail? Came home and had over 10,000 grams to sell? AR Ab got fans in jail. But what if Dark Low Man ain't never take the stand and tell? Why Pop Smoke give his address out? What if Lauren kept performing, wasn't mad stressed out? What if King Von never got shot in the street? They wildin'. Even the Stallion got shot in the feet. I heard Whack 100 trying to get it poppin' with me. I heard Blueface be riding, but not on the beat. What if OnlyFans censored they page? What if R. Kelly only dealt with women his age? I don't fuck with how these women behave. The only reason you.
Is that a sperm cell? No. No, that can't be what it is. No. What was the bar that started that? I have to know.
with me. I heard Blueface be riding, but not on the beat. What if OnlyFans censored they page? What if R. Kelly only dealt with women his age? I don't fuck with how these women.
I don't fuck. The sperm cell.
Behave. The only reason you got WAP is so the sperm cell could swim to the aid. I ain't knocking how you women get paid. Get your chicken up, but stop getting robbed. Letting different guys stick you up. Niggas come to pick you up so they could get a nut. Fuck how many dicks you suck, sis. Don't miss the bus. And since Jada entanglement was just a fuck, people should still OnlyFans since.
I'm sorry, I just missed that whole thing because you really just had a nut just come swimming at me. All right, I just run that back. I gotta listen to the bars, but.
They page. What if R. Kelly only dealt with women his age? I don't fuck with how these women behave. The only reason you got WAP is so the sperm cell could swim to the aid. I ain't knocking.
The only reason why you got WAP. WAP is wet ass pussy. The only reason why you got WAP is so that.
WAP is so the sperm cell could swim to the aid. I ain't knocking how you women get paid. Get your chicken up, but stop getting robbed. Letting different guys stick you up. Niggas come to pick you up so they could get a nut. Fuck how many dicks you suck, sis. Don't miss the bus. And since Jada entanglement was just a fuck, people should still give to the goodwill. What if the biggest snitches never took deals? What if Mac Miller and Juice WRLD never took pills? What if these rappers' fake jury actually look real? You shouldn't be illiterate and get a book deal. What if Jordan...
This is going over my head. Let's run that back a little bit. What he's saying here kind of... I mean, I understand what he's saying here. I'm just going to run it back so that way I can get the whole bar.
What if the biggest snitches never took deals? What if Mac Miller and Juice WRLD never took pills? What if these rappers' fake jury actually look real? You shouldn't be illiterate and get a book.
You shouldn't be illiterate and get a
deal.
book deal?
What if...
I don't know what a book deal is, but I'm going to assume it's something that you sign with the industry or a company, basically, to get your money up. So you shouldn't be illiterate and get a book deal, basically saying, you shouldn't be able to, I'm going to assume not be able to rap, right? Where these mumble rappers that exist shouldn't be able to mumble rap and get a book deal in this field of hip hop and rap. But to that effect, I agree wholeheartedly. But what I think people fail to understand when they are attacking mumble rappers is that just because it's not rap doesn't mean that they're not just going to make a whole new genre. You understand? Like, all right, we tell all the mumble rappers get out of the rap industry. Then they just go create another genre. And the following that they created, because people were obviously listening to it, and people obviously liked it, and people obviously thought that it was something good, they'll just go and put all their eyes and ears onto that, and then all the money now leaves rap, and then you guys don't get money. And then if that industry, that form of rapping does take off, nobody ever comes back for the real rappers that got those people out of rap, because it's like that's not what they were liking at the time. And then it just makes you guys look like bad guys that just bullied a bunch of people who are popular out of the industry. So again, I feel like that point kind of knocks out this whole idea of, well, why are they here? Like, they shouldn't be here, because it's like, well, them being here, while it's trash, them being here kind of like served to like stall the culture until people actually realized that their music was bad. You know what I mean? Like, if people never realize that their music is bad, you literally just look like the older brother bullying his younger brother. You know what I mean? And then again, there goes a lot of money that they stalled and kept in and took. Don't get me wrong, they are thieves. The mumble rappers, they stole a lot of money from the listeners listening. But again, they also served their purpose of stalling the industry until people came back. People had writer's block apparently for years. Other people just decided not to rap because fucking Drake wants to not rap. Fucking M wants to spit it in 100 times flow masterfully. Don't nobody want to hear that. not from mumble rap. Lord knows where Jay was. He's probably signing billion-dollar deals, fucking fighting the NFL for us. You know, they served their purpose. They were stalling. They stalled. They stalled perfectly, I feel like. And while I could never get into that music, again, I understand what their purpose was as it stood in life, right? In hindsight 2020, I understand why them being there was so imperative versus, you know, what happened, what we would have liked to have happened. Let's get into it, though.
Jordan never hit the last shot. What if Nicki Minaj never got ass shot? What if the biggest snitches never took deals? What if Mac Miller and Juice WRLD never took pills? What if these rappers' fake jury actually look real? You shouldn't be illiterate and get a book deal. What if Jordan never hit the last shot? What if Nicki Minaj never got ass shots? You hear me? What if Bob Marley...
Oh, is a book deal actually... Is a book deal for... Because he says that after the 6ix9ine bar. Is a book deal actually like a jail type of thing? Where, like, you take a deal, like a plea, almost? And he's saying that because some of these rappers who grow up never rap... Like, I mean, wow. Some of these rappers who grow up and blow up never really went to school. Like, they skip school, blah, blah, blah. And, you know, hard life, knock life, whatever. That because they can't read, they shouldn't be afforded those kind of deals. I thought that's why you just get a lawyer. I don't think that's what he's saying. But I think that's another way to look at it, if that is how he's saying it. Which I feel like is just, you just meet that with, you get somebody who can read and explain it to you. But then I guess that's tough, because if you can't read, then you don't know if the lawyer that you're getting is good. But, yeah. That's tough.
Hit the last shot. What if Nicki Minaj never got ass shots? You hear me? What if Bob Marley never had locks? And I never had the bag work and them glad locks? What if Eminem was a black man? What if Soulja Slim was a fat man? What if everything was tax-free? And what if Casanova and Max B was back free?
What if it all got took away? Cause I said some shit I shouldn't say, but y'all just look away. What if I fall cause lack of faith? Tryna carry all that weight, how much can I actually take? What if? What if everything changed? What if? What if everything changed? What if? What if everything changed? Cause of lies, now my eyes look at everything strange.
Yeah, overall, I think it was a really good song. I really liked how he made you think about some of the bars that he was spitting. The visuals were dope. My only critique really about the song is that the stuff he's saying is relevant to now, which means that it's probably not going to have a lot of playback value for me in the future, which means that it's kind of just like a good song, but it doesn't really go anywhere. You know what I mean? So hopefully he has an album dropping. I do know people dropped albums today, and I'm going to get into them fucking albums. I'm going to find them. It's Friday, or Saturday. I missed Friday's releases. And we're going to get into some of these albums that were dropped. But otherwise, I mean, it was a really dope song. I feel like he had a lot of good visuals. I don't understand the Yak Vodka bar. It kind of just... maybe it was filler. And I don't understand the weed bar either, why he, like, put that in there. But I'm going to assume, again, it's because that's his business and he's promoting it. Otherwise, Goat's Breath, I mean, I don't see what else would be a Goat's Breath except for a brand or company in that regard. So I'm going to assume that's his business, which shout out to you. I'm trying to get into that industry as well. So, you know, see this, hook a brother up. Otherwise... yeah, I think the whole track was dope. The hook was phenomenal to me. I think it was one of the best parts of the song, particularly because it's so relatable, right? I feel like it's the most relatable part of the song, basically alluding to the fact that sometimes you deal with a lot of shit, and that shit could weigh on you. And if you don't have a strong sort of faith, something to believe in, a strong will, you could fall, and you could find yourself in a worse place. That, again, we always pray that other people come out of, but You know, gotta look out for yourself. Make sure that you're investing in your self health. Otherwise, a lot of it was just a lot of food for thought. And I feel like as I'm looking through it, I'm like, you know, it was good. It was well written, very well said. I just don't think I'd really play the song back ever. And yeah, I mean, that's kind of how I feel about the song. I mean, for the entirety of the song, they were just it was just a dope visual as well. But the visual, again, another reason why I wouldn't have to play the song back is because the visual is also so thought provoking that like I don't really think I'll have to play the song back to know what he said in the song, right? I can just think about the visual that he gave to the bar and live with it. So, you know, shout out to Cassidy. This is Cassidy's What If official music video. Dope, dope, dope. See some of the comments. Super dope. The visuals on the bars. You did your thing on this cast, putting people with deep thought. It's really impactful. I agree. These bars are really extremely thought provoking. Makes me yearn for better. I agree with that last statement, right? It's just a reminder about hip hop. It's alive and breathing. One Cat's best music video in a while. I wouldn't know. I don't really watch music videos from anybody really. I just got into it today. I also think it's interesting because I don't know if that's also CGI. So the plagiarism. I've seen this. This is funny. Has been doing for 20 plus years. I'm also really happy. I think I forgot to mention. I'm also really happy. Like it didn't really mock 50's What If video. Otherwise, that would make him look like a really shitty person because he shat on Tory for like copying flows and stuff like that. So I'm really happy that he took the title but like made it completely unique and for his own. And I know I kind of compared it to the How to Rob kind of song before, but again, that was just an aspect of the song. It's not like he stole the entire like How to Rob theme, you know what I mean? So Bars is back and better than ever. Hopefully Bars is back. I'm trying to get into some bars. Well, okay guys. I'm kind of just dragging this on. Listen, if you liked the video and you liked the reaction, first go follow him. Go follow Cassidy, like his video, watch the original, get a good idea of it for yourself. Then come back, follow, and subscribe my channel. That way I can know that you like this video and like this video. That way I know you want to see more bars because I like bars and bars is what I came here for. Otherwise, the socials would be in the description below and I hope you have a wonderful day. Peace.